Hello everyone, it is Arlie here with my journey, my way, weight loss and spiritual gain. I hope that everyone is doing good. It has been a minute since I've been on here. My last video was in December, so I truly apologize. We all know that I fast in January, so I usually take the month off of January anyways to just get back into my prayer closet, to realign myself, to cleanse my body, and to get right for the new year. But before we go any further, please like me, love me, fall in love with this channel, subscribe to me, please subscribe to me, share the video, talk about the video, give me some feedback. It is always appreciated. So with that being said, let's dive into my inspiration for the day. And I'm going to simply title this one, 2 words, all in. I usually give you guys an update on my life and what's been happening. So I'm just gonna let all of that lead into the motivation of today. So January, as we all know, like I said before, I fast. I do this every year with my church. And January, although it was beautiful to cleanse out the body, to eat all those beautiful fruits and vegetables, and to realign and recenter myself with God's will for the year, it also brought on some serious hardships. Something that I don't talk about as much, and partly because I have definitely overcome a lot of it, but I suffered with depression, and for some reason this year it came back with a vengeance. And I do not say that for empathy. I do not say that for sorrow or for anyone to feel bad about me. I say it because a lot of us struggle with it. A lot of us struggle with mental health, and we don't talk about it as much. And it's something that needs to be talked about. Taking care of ourselves becomes more than just physical health, but we have to make sure that we're feeding our mind and our emotions, and that we are doing what we need to do to remain healthy overall. And I had completely neglected certain areas of my life, and it just got to a point where I was spiraling, and it just put me in a really bad place towards the end of January. Needless to say that I serve an awesome God, and I have such a strong support system. But I say that because when it comes to those words being all in, I think we imagine this life where we're just like, yes, we have to hit the ground running, we have to do this, we have to do that. Even as it pertains to our weight loss, being all in simply means being fully committed, being consistent, mind, body, and spirit. So that means we have to align ourselves with our goals. We have to align ourselves with our passions. We have to strive for it no matter what. But even yesterday at church, I went up and got prayer because we all need to be poured into. And all I kept saying, all I kept hearing the minister pray over me was, you have to be all in. No giving up. God knows your heart. He knows your desires. He knows what you want. He knows what you need and what we desire. And even for me, even going through these motions, these very low valleys, I went through these dark places. I would never be the person I am if I didn't push even through the rain, if I wasn't able to talk myself. And it's crazy, but I had to be in a place in those dark places, and we always say that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and even if it's just a speck of light, we have to remember, we have to stay focused on it. And we oftentimes are seeing the fruits of our labor, but we often forget that labor piece. And it doesn't mean to just labor when things are good. It doesn't just mean to labor when we see the fruit. It means that we have to put in the necessary work when it hurts. We have to be fully committed, all in. And think about it, what better time for the enemy to hit me during our fast is when I'm trying to align myself with God, when I'm going forth and saying, okay, God, I am all in. Of course, he's gonna do everything he possibly can to attack this right here. Think about it. If you set your eyes on a vision and say, God, I know that you gave this to me for a fact. God, I'm going to start that business. God, I'm going to lose this weight. But then your money starts acting funny, or then something tragic happens and you start binge eating and you feel like you can't control it. What better time would the enemy have to really set his eyes on you when you set your eyes on God? And this is why I stress even to myself now, because I still have bad days. I'd be sitting here telling you, yes, not every day is peachy. Not every day is sunshine and rainbows. I refuse to stay in this place knowing that God has greater for me, knowing that I have goals to reach. I have to constantly tell myself, no, we're all in. No matter what may come our way, no matter what trials and tribulations may happen, no matter what hardships I may face, I am all in. I am totally committed. And you know what's crazy? Even on those bad days, I find myself smiling. I find myself at peace because I get to say, listen, God's got me. So clearly I have this. Just know, if the devil really feels like he has you, that's all the power that he needs. But we have to make up on our mind that we are totally committed, that we are in this thing. We are going to accomplish our goals. So yes, yesterday was a bad day for you. Yes, you might have eaten like you've never done before. All these holidays, Valentine's Day was coming up. I'm pretty sure we had some stuff that we weren't supposed to. But guess what? We are all in this thing, and we can't do it halfway. God never called us to do it perfectly. He just called us to do it with excellence. Not perfection, just excellence. He wants us to understand that we can't even do it in our own strength, and that is something I also had to understand even in my dark moments. He never said that I have to go through it alone. He never said that my peace was solely sustainable by me. I have to truly lean into him for guidance. I have to truly lean into him for strength. I have to be fully committed with a total yes in my spirit to see the fruits of my labor. And I cannot forget or stress enough that we have to labor. We have to labor in order to see the fruit. That means we gotta be out there. We have to be out there tending to our beautiful garden, tending to our garden of goals, tending to our garden of weight loss, tending to our garden of happiness. We have to be out there laboring. We have to be all in any journey in our lives. We have to be all in any goal in our lives. We have to be all in our mental and emotional health to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves to even produce fruit. We have to make sure that we are totally committed to this thing. And I'm telling you, when we make up in our mind, the enemy's gonna come. Let me tell you that right now. He's gonna throw every obstacle in your way to let you know that you can't do it, but then we have to let him know that we serve an awesome God, and through him anything is possible. So through him, weight loss is possible. Through him, our businesses will come to pass. Through him, our visions will come to pass. Through him, our goals will be accomplished. Through him, everything is possible, but we have to remain committed. We have to remain all in. I have to tell myself each and every day that I wake up that I am all in this thing. No matter if I had a bad day yesterday, I'm going to make sure that every day I get up and I make a complete and total commitment, a complete and promise to myself that no matter what this day brings, I'm going to put my best foot forward because I have goals to reach. And I can tell you right now, y'all, since I even said that in January, I'm down 7 pounds. And that's with bad days. That's with some crying nights. That's with some days where I felt like I couldn't get out of bed. Those days came and they passed, and I made sure that the next day I went extra hard at the gym. The next day I ate extra healthy. The next day I made sure that I spoke life into myself, and I knew that I couldn't be moved. I knew that anything that the enemy could do that day was not going to shake or break me. we cannot just operate when it feels good and when things are good. We can't just operate when our bank account looks great either. We cannot just do that. And if you think about it, even me, I'm working on a project right now, and I know God gave me this vision. And as soon as I said, okay, God, let's do a business plan, bills hit out of control. But guess what? I said, no, I'm fully in this thing. I don't care what my bank account looks like. I'm going to get this done. That is the mindset we have to have. It's not holding on to material things, but it's holding on to God's hand. It's holding on to His word. It's holding on to literally His unfailing promises for our lives. That's how we're going to do it. We have to be totally committed and fully in this thing in this season. So I come to encourage you as much as I encourage myself. Be all in this year. Do not let one obstacle, one downfall, one setback keep you back from fulfilling the promises that God has for you, for fulfilling the vision that God has for you, for getting this weight off of you, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to see that vision come to pass. You deserve to have a healthy you inside and out. You deserve the best possible life that God has already created for you. Sometimes it's just us holding ourselves back. Sometimes it's the enemy, and I don't doubt that for nothing. But we have to be fully committed, totally in, diving in, face first, and fully trusting in God that we got this. And we only got this because He's got us. So I came to encourage you right now. That project that you put down, pick it back up. That business that you didn't want to start because your money was funny, start it again. Baby girl, baby boy, that weight that you're trying to get off, be fully committed. Take it from me. I didn't see that scale move for at least 3 months, but it wasn't until I said, nah, I done seen the vision of me being a happy, healthier, and slimmer, not skinny, slimmer me. Do it. Do it for yourself. Do it because you owe it to yourself to build the best possible life you could be. Weight loss doesn't come easy. Building a business doesn't come easy. Being vulnerable with people does not come easy. But being vulnerable with God doesn't even come easy. But we have to be all in. God is just waiting for a total yes. He is waiting for a full surrenderance. He is waiting for us to say, you know what, God, I really can't do this on my own. And then you'll be like me, 7 pounds down in a month. You'll be like me, fighting off depression and my anxiety, because I know that the God in me is greater than any trial, any mental health, any depression I may face. Take it from me, who is walking through it. I have not overcome, but I am definitely walking through it. So take that chance and walk with me. Walk with God and know that when you are fully in, He's fully got you. So I love you guys so much. Be fully in this season, and I promise you, God will not fail you. I love you. I will see you guys soon. Have a good one.